What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Source and Company live on TikTok. I'm your host, Source, of course. As always, you can follow me on Instagram, Source, of course. You can subscribe to the YouTube, and you can subscribe here on TikTok to the lives so you don't miss anything when it's jumping off. And when we have great guests, including our guest today. If you see her face, you already know what it is. She's a DJ, she's a content creator, and she gets it popping with the lip syncs and the women DJ not battles, but shows. It's like six DJs get together and get busy, all ladies, and we definitely appreciate the ladies in hip hop. Today we got DJ T Money, aka Tony, aka YouGotPlayed7. You never know which one it's gonna be. What up, T?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Not a thing. How you feeling today?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I had the day off, so today's a holiday for us, so I had the day off, so I kind of just chilled out and did a lot of nothing.
I like that. You gotta
Yeah.
you gotta get in those days of doing nothing because life rolls, man. Life rolls, and if you don't enjoy those moments, it'll
Yep.
be too late.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody that's pulling up, tapping the screen, and sharing the live. We'll be here for an hour, chopping it up, talking a little bit of this and that. Speaking of this and that, how's my dog doing? My dog.
He's doing good.
Is
He's
that
doing
all? I didn't know if that was gonna be off limits already. Like, I'm not gonna answer that question.
Well, you say your dog because you follow him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was like, well, how did he know the name? Well, wait a minute. You follow him. No, he's doing good.
Come on now.
He's doing
Yeah.
he's doing good.
Excellent. Tell him I said what up, though. Um, yeah. So let's get into a little bit of this is tea. No, I'm just making up stuff as I go along. Uh, Random segments for today's show. First of all, let's figure this thing out. Like, matter of fact, you told me this a while back, but for the people that don't know, when did you start DJing?
Okay, I started DJing like I hate saying this because then it might tell my age, but it's whatevs.
Oh,
But
you ain't got to tell it.
well, no, I'm good. But I started DJing in 1983, and I started off. I was infatuated with DJing, and I had a boyfriend that DJ'd, and I wanted to learn, and so he taught me how to DJ. This was at the time. I think my first 12-inch record that I ever bought was Africa Bambaataa. Um, I can't remember the song. Um, I don't know, but yeah, 1983 is when I started DJing. Started off on turntables and a mixer. I DJed at clubs, parties, the whole nine. And then I ended up dropping off and stopped DJing, you know. And then I picked it up years and years later where I had to actually relearn everything because, everything had converted over from vinyl to, controllers. So I kind of had to
Mm-hmm.
learn over again. But by that time, I had a son that was, into DJing as well. And he was into the new way of DJing. So, he kind of showed me some of the ropes of using a controller. So, and this is where I am now. I started DJing on TikTok, maybe it might be about 3 years or so. 3 years or so that I started DJing on TikTok. I started picking up little by little, playing music, and then moved to different things. And yeah, so here I am. But yeah, 1983. Looking for the perfect
Love
beat.
it.
That was my first 12-inch record. Looking for the perfect beat. Yep.
It
Yep.
automatically made me do the robot just hearing, looking for the perfect beat. Wow. My bad. That's dope, though. And of course, we met here on TikTok because of our appreciation, love, and appreciation of hip hop. And you used to pop up on my page on a regular basis. So I was like, who is this? Who is this lady out here, lip syncing and DJing, and I had to know. So that's how
So
we
you
got
said,
cool. Plus,
who is this lady out here almost as light and bright as me?
you
Just
said
kidding.
almost.
Almost.
Yeah, yeah.
And then come to find
So,
out, a lot of people don't know that you and I, this is crazy, but Source and I are actually from the same city. We have yet to meet in person, but I'm sure we've passed each other somewhere or another. I don't know, but we're from the same city though. Same city.
pass each other on the highway. On the
Probably.
highway.
Probably.
Oh, yeah, they gonna know where you from now. Too. I wasn't even gonna bring that up, because I know you don't
Look,
necessarily
there's 13
publicize.
people in here. 13 people in here, and half of them are probably my moderators, so my moderators know. So if I had like 100, then no, no.
Well, I should have told you this is going on YouTube after this. So, um, but anyway, we can worry about that when we
Yeah.
cross that bridge.
Yeah, it's
It'll
gonna
only be
it's
13 more people. It'll only be 13 more people. It's fine. It's fine. So on TikTok alone, you gained quite a following between just loving the music and, like I said, the lip syncs and knowing a whole bunch of hip hop songs. But what I would call your bread and butter, really. I guess it's here. But the other place where you're more seen by the actual rappers that you perform their songs is on IG. You be having it lit on IG. I mean, your comment section be the who's who of hip hop. How in the world? What? Wow, that's crazy. I know it shocked you the first time you saw it. Who was the first person?
Who was first, very, very first person was Chub Rock. That was the first one.
Yeah.
And I think the way Chub Rock found it was from the comedian Earthquake. So Earthquake must have put it
Word.
on his page, and then that's where Chub Rock, I guess maybe he found it there. And then, by then it just kind of just spiraled to different things. Every time I would do a video, um, I always would tag the main artist of the song. And so they would
Right.
see it and then they would share it. I think my biggest thing for me, even though this is new school and I'm not a big fan of his, but Chris Brown, and I think Chris Brown has like how many followers? Like 20 something million or something like that. He shared me on his story and my kids about flipped it. My kids, my future daughter-in-law, they about flipped because they love Chris Brown. And the fact that he put me on his story was like insane to them. And that's just like, one of very many that shared my videos, but that was like to me maybe one of the biggest ones, only because my kids, that was that's their artist, not mine, but
Right. That's all right. The wild part about that is Chris Brown is not far away either. Well,
nope,
has a house not far away.
he's from the DMV. Yeah, he's from the
Yeah,
DMV.
not far away at all. So yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I've seen quite a few. Like I said, you've had the who's who. I think it was EPMD. Was it Eric Sermon?
Yes.
Milk D. LL. That LL one got you too. That one got you.
Yes, yeah. LL, DL Hughley, um,
Hmm.
several MCs from NWA. Um, I don't know. There's so many that I even forget. I even forget how many people, Dr. Ice from UTFO. Um, I don't know. There's just so many of, and um, don't get me wrong. I am very humbled and grateful that they did that because they didn't have to, and I'm actually just a big nobody. I'm just like the person next to me. I'm just some regular person that they just decided to you know show love to. And I would have never dreamed, if you would have asked me back in the 80s, or you would have told me there was going to be this network that I was going to be on, and all these original artists that I love so much were going to, I would be able to have access to them. Like, oh, and MC Search, by the way, I invited him to this live. He's been very busy, but MC Search, I don't know if anyone has seen that video, but the reason why he
Yeah, that was
started
great.
following me is somebody said, they call themselves being funny, and they said, oh, looking like MC Search. And I went and looked, because I hadn't seen MC Search in a long time. And I looked at MC Search and I said, wait a minute. I was like, well, we do look alike. And then I was like, I said, I'm gonna do a video. And I did a video, and I said, look, I was like, they say we look alike. What you think of that? And he responded, and I was in shock. He responded. So
Yeah,
that was dope. That was
that was
dope.
that was dope. That was dope. Yeah, that's funny because Search is the first famous person to duet or respond to one of my videos with a video.
I remember.
So yeah, I was like, oh, okay. I didn't even know he was on TikTok at the time. I was like, oh, all right. That's not bad. That's not bad. But yeah,
Yeah.
for anybody just passing through, we have YouGotPlayed7 or 777. Depends on which page you follow. I hope you follow both of them. DJ T, Tony, T Money, all that. She's all that. So make sure you follow her if you don't. Talk to me
But
about
yes, I do
how
have I
this.
do have two pages. I do have two pages. That's obviously this one. It has about 62,000 followers. And again, I wouldn't dream that this would have ever happened. And then I have the main page that has 126,000 followers. And then on Instagram, I got about 25,000 followers. So altogether, well over 200, which is awesome. I would never thought that that would have happened ever.
Crazy, crazy. Do you mind telling the story about
No, I don't.
when you
I
were
don't
on
mind.
TikTok before you started DJing? Okay,
Yeah, I don't.
so well, actually, you can just take the floor.
What Source of Course is talking about is when I first got on this app and I was just lip syncing and doing videos or whatever. And one time I was on a live just like this. I would go live at lunchtime and I would just eat and I would be talking to the people. And I told them that I used to be a DJ, and I was like, it would actually be dope, to DJ again. And they started saying, and I think I might have had less than 20 people in the live, and they started saying, well, if you did, I would support you. If you did, I would support you. I would help, because I was like, well, I don't have no equipment or anything like that. So I was like, well, one day it would be great. And so I started having people in the live cash app me money for a controller, an iPad, speakers, microphone. Somebody actually went and bought a brand new iPad from Best Buy and had me pick it up in my own city. So really, to be honest, I have all the people on here that follow me or whatever. I have them to thank because they are the reasons why I'm DJing on TikTok. That's the reason. They've donated pretty much everything. Pretty much everything. And I know that people find that hard to believe, but they did, and I didn't ask for nothing. They volunteered and they wanted to do it because they wanted to see me back in the game, and here I am.
See, that's the beautiful side of social media and TikTok specifically, where people show love to people that they like. It's a lot of negativity that comes with the space in a lot of ways, but that is definitely one of the better stories I've heard just talking about TikTok in specifically.
Yeah.
Don't shed a tear though. Don't shed a tear. It's all right. It's Tito. Tito, give me a tissue. Tito ain't there. Tito ain't there. So what you got? What do you got? What do you have going on? I see you going live on a regular basis, doing your thing. The room is packed. The party is jumping, depending on the vibe. Might be jumping with the party vibe. Might be laid back. Might be old school. Might be old school. That's a lot of old school. What you
Mhm.
got going on soon though?
Nothing. Probably the only thing that is coming up is going to actually be my birthday. And my birthday is 2 days before Christmas. And so I'm going to go
Mm.
live and I'm going to have a bunch of people in the boxes and they're just going to take turns and we're just going to have this huge birthday party is what's going to be
Oh,
happening in December. Other than that, I don't have much of anything going on. Basically, I go live almost every night at 7:30 Eastern time. And every Sundays, if anyone likes, sometimes on Sunday afternoon, I'll do gospel music. Sunday evening is always the quiet storm, slow jams, and then during the week it could kind of be just anything. Um, and now recently, a lot of people have been requesting me to battle, so I do that a lot. I do a lot of battles. So that's what they want. So it's fun to battle though. It's fun.
is it? Got to give the people what they want.
It's
Is it
fun.
fun to battle?
It's fun.
I
It
just,
is. Have you ever
I've
watched
had,
any of them?
no, well, I've seen ones where people aren't doing anything. Like
Like
they
right here,
just
like
sitting
right
there
now.
and saying, yeah, like they'd be like, hey, come on, let's beat her. That'd be it. That's all I've seen. So I kind of stayed out of that mix. Battle? DJ battle? No, TikTok battle. Battle of the Gifts is what she's referring to. Creator versus creator. And I've seen people pop up on my For You page with the four people at the same time. So I guess that's a little more interesting, I guess, but it's still the same thing. It's still the same thing.
Yeah,
I ain't mad at it though.
speaking of battles, all the time, whenever I go live, I always have DJs come in there and say, "Oh, you want to battle me?" No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Oh, DJ battle?
Yes, all the time, all the time.
Really? That's corny. That's corny.
No, I
That's
don't want to
corny.
do that. I don't want to do that. I don't get into that, I'm a yeah, I mean, this is kind of crazy to say, but a lot of times when I see DJs and I see them, they cutting with their elbow and they cutting with their foot. I'm not trying to see that. I don't care about nothing like that. To me, it's like if you're a good DJ, you're a good DJ and just, show your skills. But all that cutting with the elbow and turning around and, trying to copy Jazzy Jeff and all, no, that's not where it's at. Because there's like I want to say they're like twin girls. I don't remember what their name is, but
The
they're
young
known
girls,
for that. Huh?
they're like 12, 13.
I think so. I think so. They might be from
Yeah,
India
young
or
girls.
something, maybe, or
Yeah, I don't think it's India, but yeah, yes, the sisters, yeah, and they get
look,
hyped. They be hyping each
see
other
that?
up.
Yeah, you see that question from Andre Powell. Should I answer that question, Andre?
Hey, look, T. If you want to discuss that, go ahead. I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna sit back.
Okay, what people don't know, Mr. Andre, is that I'm not white. That's the whole issue that there is. That's like a big issue on TikTok. And the reason they make it more than what it is, but I'm not white, like not even this much. Like not even this much. I'm not at all. None. And so yeah, I am black. I'm mixed with other stuff, but yes, I have African American in me. Yes, I do. And people, oh, source, I know you've seen it on the videos. They go wacko, wacko. They lose their brain. They lose their mind. They come in my live all the
On
time.
you?
Oh yeah,
I have
you
not seen
white.
that.
What do you look? You white. What are you doing, Karen? Just stupid, just really stupid stuff. Like you think you know me. You see my birth certificate. You know my daddy. My dad's black. You know my daddy. They just they're people are crazy. People are crazy on TikTok because they make a judgment about somebody just by seeing you like like this. I mean, it's crazy, but yeah, they do it all the time.
People are crazy. That is a fact. Matter of fact, I talked to Elsie. last week. If y'all know LC, she's a hip hop content. Well, she's a music content creator. She's dope. But she said that because she does reviews of music, and she usually doesn't do negative stuff. It's usually positive. But she did a review of Drake's album, Drake's most recent album, and she didn't really love it. And of course, it's Elsie, so she's not like bashing it. She's just saying it wasn't for her.
Yeah.
This young lady was getting death threats, yo. Death threats
What?
because she said she didn't love Drake's album. People said they were going to dox her and send her death threats because she didn't like Drake's album. Is that not the crazy? That's crazy. That's
That
crazy.
really is. Now, I never got death threats. I've gotten the reason why I tell a lot of people that I don't say where I'm from is because I have gotten stalkers. I know where you are. I know who you are. Just stupid stuff like that. And chances are you don't know who I am. You don't know. You act like it. But the only thing that I don't like about that is so I get recognized quite a bit, but
Yeah.
I don't get recognized in our city. I've been maybe recognized in my city like 3 or 4 times. Every
Mm.
time I leave my city and I go somewhere else to another state or something, then they're always recognizing me. Like the other day, um, source probably knows, I won't say, but I went to some outlets that's not far from here. And I
Right.
was walking and somebody was driving by in the car. My husband hates this. Are you that DJ on TikTok? Just yelling from their car. You are dope. But it's hilarious. But I got stopped in casinos, they want to take a picture, they want to do a video, and yeah, I get recognized quite a bit, but just not in my home city.
That is wild. That
Yeah,
is
it's
wild.
funny.
TikTok influencers have become the new celebrities. Yeah, I don't get recognized too much myself, just a couple times, but it's always funny. Like the first time it really happened, I laughed. I mean, I didn't laugh when they did it because I got to be cool because I'm me. I got to be. But after it was over, I laughed for the rest of the day. I laughed for the rest of the day because I thought it was so funny. Are you that guy from TikTok that talks about hip hop? Oh, why? Yes, I am.
That is
I
funny.
guess. I guess I'm
Yeah,
the guy you're
yeah,
talking about.
you wouldn't think that they know, but they do.
They do. They do. It's funny. So I mentioned the whole saga with Elsie as you were talking about
Yeah.
people, being at you. Have you paid attention to the Keith Lee saga? You know who Keith Lee is?
Nope.
You
Who
don't
is
know who
that?
Keith? Wow. Okay. Keith
Who
Lee
is
is the food critic
critic?
on TikTok. Light skinned guy, dreads, locks, I should say.
I don't know.
No?
I call him quite. Oh no, no, I know now. I know who you're talking about. Yes, yes,
Yeah. And he went to Atlanta and everything went crazy.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was so yeah, exactly. That's exactly why I brought it up. I was just gonna ask you if you had any thoughts on it. Do you really know the story? Like his family was getting death threats as well. And he
Well,
didn't even do anything negative. He was doing something positive. He went
the
to
only
Atlanta to review restaurants,
I saw
basically like
that
he always does.
I saw that one
Yeah,
where he decided not to eat there, right? Is that the one where he
right.
decided he wasn't going to eat? Yes. So I know the story. Yeah. But death
Yeah,
threats from
so
that?
death threats. Yeah, yeah. So much so that he was like, I don't know if I want to take a break or not from this because, you know, coming at me is one thing, but saying something about my family, like that's a whole different ball game. And of course, he's a MMA fighter. Like I don't care how small he is, you still don't want that smoke. So
Wow, I didn't know there was
people are
death
wild.
threats behind that. I really be honest, I don't think that those death threats carry any weight, but I guess you do have to be careful, especially like you said, if it starts concerning your family, then that's a whole nother ball game. I have nothing but sons, and if you come for my sons, that's it. It's a wrap. That's it.
Yeah,
But yeah, I get
I
it.
don't care if it's credible or not. because I'm not the FBI, so I can't figure out if it's credible or not. So
Yeah, that's
you
true.
can't take people's actions as a joke. That's all I'm saying. Because the one time you do, the wildest person in the world is the one that shows up
Look,
and
well,
acts a fool. So
my husband don't play that. He don't play that.
yeah, I know.
He do not play that.
Yeah, they don't want them problems. You don't want no problems. Problems. Are you DJing tonight? You hopping on tonight after this?
Yes, sir. Yep.
7:30.
Yep. 7:30.
All right,
7:30.
so make sure y'all check T out tonight. In case you're not, y'all follow her. Half of y'all, 30, probably 80% of y'all follow her already anyway. So y'all already know what the deal is. Are you a sports fan at all?
Yes, I am.
Wait, you like the Dallas Cowboys?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
Dup, dup,
we're not
dup,
gonna be.
uh,
We're not
uh,
gonna be.
uh. No, I'm just playing. No, but
No, we're not.
it's in my blood. My father was a Dallas Cowboys fan. My brothers, it. And then when I met my husband, he was already a Dallas fan too. Someone said, "Oh no," but yes, yep. We them boys. We don't
I'm gonna
care if
let you
they
live,
lost.
T.
We still them boys. We still, yeah.
I'm gonna let you live. I just was
I
asking the
know you.
question, and of course, it
Your
just clicked
team
in my
beat
brain
us,
that you
right?
might be
Because
a
I know I
Cowboys
saw
fan.
that video. I saw your video.
Yeah, you know how we do. You know how we do. It comes with the territory. I understand. I understand. My father-in-law is a Cowboys fan, so I deal with it on a regular basis. But yeah, it's all good. Go Lakers. That's right, Tina
Look,
Marie.
look. King Oliver said, "I just lost him because I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan." Come on, son.
Ah, terrible, terrible. I mean, it is tough. It's tough. The most disliked fans in the world, usually for good reason, but that's another
Yeah.
story for another day.
You either love him or you hate him.
And indeed. You're an Eagles fan, King Oliver.
Should
Did
have
I
known.
know that? Because
Should have known.
we are brethren. We are brethren. All right, T. Let's go random. Uh, did you see the story about the lady on the plane which was trying to lean her seat back into the guy's lap, and the guy pushed her seat?
I've seen so many of them. I don't even know. No, no. I mean,
I think this one just
was he
happened. I think it just happened.
was he black?
He was black, she was white, and then she started, going off after the plane landed. How do you do you fly a lot? Do you fly at all?
I do fly. I don't fly a lot, but I do fly, yes.
How do you feel about the whole seat back? Do you put your seat back?
No, that's disrespectful. You don't do that. You don't do that. To me, like, so I flew recently, and somebody was in front of my husband, and they even told him, put your seat erect or whatever, and they wouldn't do it. And I'm like, that's so disrespectful, especially, my husband's 6'2". My husband's a big boy. So it's like, why not have respect for somebody else, But the thing that I can't stand, I hate to go there, but it's like, it's always, I will just say privilege. I won't say the word in front of it, but I'll just say this privilege that you think you can do whatever and ain't nobody gonna say nothing about it. But yeah, I definitely have a problem with that. Definitely.
Mm, what's beef? Beef is when you lean too far back in your seat. Oh, bars, bars. I didn't even mean to do that. I know. It's just a rapper that's still inside of me, just automatic. I don't know. Jojo, what up? So I asked you about the Keith Lee saga. Have you made it to? Okay, I'm not gonna say where it is, but I'll leave it up to you if you want to say it. Have you made plans to hit up your dream destination yet? Maybe not your dream destination, but somewhere that you want to go. I'm acting like you remember every conversation we've had and can recall them immediately.
I don't remember that. Dream
New York
Destiny.
City.
Oh no. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I take that back. My husband surprises me every year for my birthday. And so, um, one thing that was on the list was either Hawaii, and the other thing was New York. But here's the issue. So we know a lot of people from New York, and they be like, "Don't come over here. Don't come over here." I don't know. They say it's dirty, it smells, but it's like that comes with the territory or whatever. But I I have not, but I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it over there next year. I mean, I'm so close. I'm right here. I'm gonna hop, skip, and jump away. But I don't like the fact of not driving, and you got to take this, the subway or the D train, whatever. But yeah, that's the only thing that I don't like because I want to jump in my car and I want to be able to go wherever in my car. And they just say that that's not a good thing to go over there in your car because you're gonna hit all the traffic, and you've been there, so you know.
Yeah, I've been to New York quite a few times, but I was just there in December, around right before Christmas. And yeah, I don't think the car moved from the time we got there until we got ready to leave, and that's when we drove out to the Bronx to go to the Universal Hip Hop Museum before we left. So yeah, the car's gonna be parked. Plus, you got to pay $87 to park somewhere. It's out of control. They out of control. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I've been to New Jersey. I didn't like New Jersey. Not really. I didn't really like New Jersey that much. I mean, but I went to, of all places, I went to Orange, New Jersey. Like, I'm sure there's good parts of Orange, New Jersey, but
And you want to
I
go to
went
the
to I
hood?
went to the hood, and my husband always gets mad because every time I go anywhere like that, the first thing I want is go take me to. I want to find a White Castle, and everybody know the White Castle's in the hood. So my husband was like, "You always got me out here in the hood." I need to tell you a story. So
Uh
last
oh.
year, last year for our anniversary, we went and we stayed in Miami. We went to South Beach. And so I looked on the map, saying where we were staying. I was like, okay, the Versace mansion is like right here. So we could just walk to Versace mansion, and go check it out. And, this is now a hotel or whatever. So we started walking to the Versace mansion, and it just started getting worse and worse. And I don't know if you've been over there. I'm sure you have. It's just like partying the whole entire street. It's partying the
Oh,
whole street. I thought it was dope. I mean, I thought it was dope because it's like it was just, I loved it. It was wall to wall black folks, and I loved it. I loved it. And the only problem is, while we were walking, somebody hit us up to see if we wanted to buy some drugs. Then they started, watching us to see what we had on or whatever. So he was bugged because I'm like, how did I know that all this was going to be, you know, in front of the mansion or whatever? But it was funny though, but yeah, every time I travel, I always want to find a White Castle, and it's always in the hood. And oh well.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. Got to go to the frozen food section and get you some of them little White Castle burgers out
Ah,
there,
those
John.
don't even taste the same.
Look, locals never go to Miami Beach. Yeah, Melvin. What's happening, Melvin? Yeah, Miami Beach, South Beach, South Beach. We're talking South Beach. Is that South Beach that you were talking about? Okay.
I went to
Yeah,
South
yeah,
Beach, but
yeah. Been there.
I stayed like in the ritzy area. I think the hotel was like, I don't know, $1,000 a night or something like that. It was like the ritzy area, but you could
Yeah.
actually walk to the Versace mansion or whatever. So
I wish I knew where that was. I stayed right by the Johnny Rockets. That's all I can tell you. South Beach Johnny Rockets. That's all I remember. Oh, Fridays. TGI Fridays was right there as well. But yeah, that was a few years back.
So then I
Never been to
must have
Miami
stayed
twice,
at
but
Ball Harbor. If that's the ritzy area, then I must have stayed there because there was no chain restaurants over there, nothing like that.
mm,
It was just higher end restaurants. Only tourists go to South Beach. Well, I was a tourist and I went to South Beach. Yeah.
only tour. Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah,
the
I'm a
point.
tourist.
that's We don't live in South Beach. Like that's not what
Right.
we saying.
What else we gonna do? It's for the youngins. Well, I'm
I'm
young
from
then. Dion said it's for the
How am I
young.
showing my age by saying a restaurant name, Johnny Rockets? Johnny Rockets was here in my city until maybe COVID hit. So what are you talking
Yeah, then it
about? How's
closed.
a how's a restaurant name showing your age? Like that's silly. That's silly. That's silly. Anyway. So if we were talking hip hop, I know that you would say, well, first of all, did you see the video that I had done about the decades? Somebody asked about the decades of hip hop and what was the best decade?
Yeah, because did they weren't they disputing you or something? Like you like yes, I
They
did
were
because
disrespectful.
yes. Disrespectful. Yes, I did see it.
Well, I know that your favorite decade, I think I know anyway. I think you're going to say the 80s, right?
All day, every day.
Talk to me about the 80s hip hop and what I know that's when you were DJing, but what is it about the 80s hip hop that hits you in the heart?
Um, I think it's just the fact of being um uh, in the era where it started. That's the whole thing. And I'm
Yeah.
not talking about the Sugar Hill Gang and all of that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in my prime, when EPMD came out, and Eric B and Rakim and stuff like that. Now that is my time, and I guess maybe because of my age and all of that. So yeah, it was just right around 86, 87 to me was like the best time for rap. It's the best time. People say, "Oh, well, it originated early, by Sugar Hill Gang and all them." Yep, that's well and good, and but that wasn't my cup of tea. My cup of tea was, a little later, but uh, top game for hip hop was 87, 88, 87, 88's your year. But yeah, for real. Yep.
Yeah, that's a beautiful time. Yeah, I told in the video actually I said you can come up with any 4 year span you want. I'll take 86 to 89 and I can match your 4 years. 86 to 89 would work. I can match your 4 years because that time frame, even though it was early, it was crazy. And it was so many pivotal albums that came out, especially in 88. That was like a crazy year. 88 was out
Yes.
of control.
Yes. Yep. And not that there wasn't any good after that, because I think early 90s when it was switching over just a little bit. So it was still good in the early 90s. It was still good. But yeah, those late 80s to me, you can't beat that. Any year can't beat that. I can't
Agreed.
get with
Do
this
you have a
stuff.
favorite?
Do I have it as far as
No, no. Go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
you
You're
may
gonna
be
say I
like,
can't get with this stuff.
oh yeah, right now. I don't know what this mess is right now. I just can't. Guess I did like when Migos came out. I thought they
Mhm.
were cool. It's a little bit of mumble rap, a little bit, but and I know people get me for this because they always do. I'm not a Cardi B fan. I'll play her because people like to hear her music, whatever. But she has ghostwriters. She don't even write her saying none of her stuff. She has ghostwriters. So I'm not a fan of Cardi B. I'm not. But yes, I could get with the Migos when they first started. After they started branching out, even some of the stuff now is it's okay. But to me, it's like um, they just kind of all sound the same. See, back in the 80s, look, if you compare EPMD with Rakim, they don't sound nothing alike. To me, I don't know about you, Source, but when EPMD came out and Eric Parrish, when he had that lisp, it's like, what in the
Oh, Eric
world?
Sermon.
I mean, Eric Sermon. Yes, and he had that lisp. It was like to me that was like over the top for me because you never heard nothing like that before. But yeah, but even with his lisp, you can still understand everything he's saying. But these other things, they don't have a lisp, and you can't understand nothing they're saying. They don't even. Sometimes their words don't even rhyme. It's like you're just talking like right now, and then you just put it to music, and that's like a rap or something. I don't know.
Mm, I'm not even going to dispute it. I'm going to let you have your opinion on it because, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. She
And I
said
don't
she
like
don't rock with the young one.
I don't like Beyonce either. And people have a fit when I
Hold it
say
now. I will end this. I will end this live right now. Don't play. I will end this live
no.
right now.
Disconnect. Just
The,
the button's right there.
the disrespect. How?
I'm not.
What
I'm
did
not a
Beyonce
Beyonce
do to
fan.
you?
Huh?
I said,
Say
what
what?
did Beyonce do to you?
Nothing. She's just. Here's the problem. Here's the problem that I don't like about Beyonce.
Hmm.
Beyonce.
Tell me that.
Beyonce sings about the hood and patting my wig and all of this stuff. And Lord knows she did not grow up in the hood. She grew up with money. And to me, this is me personally, I think she targets that audience, and I think that is wrong. She
Mm.
targets that audience. I think that's wrong. But that's just me though.
Really?
Yes. Yep.
That is the first time I have ever heard that statement. Okay. Okay. All right.
But okay, so you like
I'm
I know this is not an interview for you, but so you like Beyonce.
what's up?
Why do you like her? You like the way
Beyonce
she
is
looks?
dope.
You
What you
like the way
mean?
she looks, or you
What
like the way she sings, or you like all of the above? Why are you a fan?
all of all of the above. I mean, I'm not a Beyonce fan, but I like Beyonce. Beyonce gets busy. Her songs are dope. Her range is crazy. Matter of fact, the fact that people don't realize her range is hilarious to me. I find that to be funny because people will say, "Oh, she can't sing for real. Oh, Kelly was better than her." I'm like, dog, you just don't like her. If you don't like her, that's cool. Not you. I'm just saying people. If you don't like her, that's cool. To question her
Kelly was
singing
not.
is silly.
Yeah, Kelly was not better than her. And yes, someone asked, "Have I heard Love on Top?" Of course, I've heard that song. That's a good song. And I'm not saying that I don't like any of her music. I'm just not a fan, and I don't like the way that I think that she targets the ghetto or whatever you want to call it, because that's not her persona. To me, that's I don't think that like all those are I don't think that it's really like real. I don't know. That's my opinion,
Interesting.
and
So,
I'm sticking to it.
so is that how when you say it's not her persona? Is that how you look at like R&B singers? Because most of the time when people talk about being real or whatever the case may be, it comes to hip hop. People don't really like get into the came up with money. You normally, not that I've heard, people don't usually talk about how they came up with money or whatever the case is in R&B. So is that how you feel like about all singers, or is it just a Beyonce thing?
Just a Beyonce thing. Of course, you asked me about hip hop and what is my favorite era of hip hop. Well, my favorite era
Hmm.
of R&B is the same era of hip hop. They had great R&B in them late 80s when Anita Baker
Yes.
came out. We know you love
You
Anita Baker,
already know. You already know.
but Eugene Wild, Alexander O'Neal, Glenn Jones. And by the way, Glenn Jones is my favorite singer of all time.
Oh
Favorite.
yeah.
Yes, of all
Wow.
time. Right behind, right behind him. Yep, right behind him is actually Marvin Winans, gospel singer Marvin Winans.
Really?
But yes, so
Wow.
yes, Glenn Jones, Marvin Winans. But yes, I don't, to answer your question, I don't feel that way about all R&B music, but my favorite time for R&B music was the late 80s. And I still like R&B music today. It's the same. I still like R&B music today, but no, I don't feel that way about everybody. I'm just not I just don't I'm not a fan of of Beyonce. I'm just not.
You ain't got to like Beyonce. It's all right. It's all right. We ain't gonna
Just
be
like look,
slandering Beyonce. You
one
ain't got to
more
like her
thing.
though. You ain't got to like
Look,
her.
one more thing, and don't nobody slap me through here. I'm not a fan of, and all my moderators know this. Probably have people in the live. I'm not a Tina Marie fan.
But but
But my sister is named Tina Marie, so what? And what's funny is my sister Tina Marie. That was her. She's obviously older than Tina Marie, so she was Tina Marie before there was a Tina Marie. But no, I don't like Tina Marie. No, no. Everybody thinks I look
Mm.
like Tina Marie too, and maybe that's why I don't like her. No, I'm just playing. She's okay.
She
I'm not a.
said,
I'm not a. Everybody tells me I
oh,
look like Tina Marie. Everybody, and you know why they tell me I look like Tina Marie?
wow.
Take a guess. Take a
Mm-mm,
guess.
I'm not. I'm
Boop,
not.
boop, boop. That's why.
I'm not. I am not guessing
They say, "Oh,
because I
she
already.
got." They'll say, "Oh, she got soul," and both y'all are. Well, they don't say light skin; they say white, and they're wrong. But anyway, yeah, just I don't like Tina Marie. What's her opinion on Bobby Caldwell? Bobby Caldwell didn't make a whole lot of music. I mean, he's only been known for really one song, and I know a lot of people call and I know you didn't ask me to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I do not like the term blue-eyed soul. I don't like that term at all because to
Mm,
me, when you
mm,
start talking about blue-eyed soul, you're separating the two. To me, if you have somebody that does good R&B music, well, you just do good R&B music. We don't care if you're Daryl Hall and John Oates and Bobby Caldwell or Glenn Jones. R&B is R&B. And I don't like the term blue-eyed soul. I mean, you're separating, and I don't like that. So
I'm not mad at that, T. I'm not mad at that. I like that. T coming with the smoke today, boy. What y'all mean?
it is kind of, but it is. It's kind of offensive to me. I've always, when they say, "Oh, blue-eyed soul," no, soul is soul. Whatever. If you got it, you got it, and if you don't, you don't.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Are you as big an R&B fan, or even a singing? Are you as big a singing fan as you are a hip hop person?
No, and my younger sister, well, she was in here. She tends to pop in and leave or whatever, but I can talk about her if I want to. That's Candy Ray.
Okay.
We always say the same thing. She knows that I love 80s hip hop and she likes R&B. So, yeah, she says she's here. Yeah, she's the big R&B fan, and I love R&B, and she loves hip hop, but I love hip hop more, and she loves R&B more. So. Yeah, hip hop is the first for me. Hip hop is first, and then right after that comes that 80s R&B.
So so random, so random. The mentions. What up? What up? Three Wise. I've seen High Five, Aaliyah,
I like High
New
Five,
Edition. Just in the
yes.
comments.
Aaliyah, yes, I like Aaliyah. Um,
Rest in peace, Aaliyah.
Anybody
That
else?
was. Anybody else y'all want to? Don't. Hey, look,
Well, look,
babe.
don't get it twisted. She ain't
I
invited. She is the barbecue. That's right. Tell them.
yeah. That's a whole nother. Well,
They
actually,
always tell
it's
me that.
not a
You know,
whole
they
nother
tell me that
conversation
all the
because she
time
don't.
when I come in, when I'm live. She still ain't invited to the barbecue. I don't need to be invited to your barbecue. I got my own.
I'm already at. I'm already at the
I got
barbecue.
my own, and I'm bringing the hog maws. I got my own, and believe
What
me, I
up?
can
What up,
cook.
Mo? Oh yeah. Hold on. We got a we have a holiday, a traditional holiday around the corner. You gonna be in that kitchen or no?
For Thanksgiving. Yeah, yeah.
Do you have a
Unfortunately,
specialty?
do I have a specialty?
Yeah.
I don't. No, not really in specific. I make all the traditional stuff, and you know what's funny that you say that. If I was going to be cooking, because let me ask you a question. Do I look like I cook?
Not at all.
I knew you were going to say that. Everybody
Not a
thinks,
little bit.
all my people at work, you're bougie, you're not cooking. I know you don't cook. And they dead wrong. Just like you. This dude right here, dead wrong. I cook. big time.
Now I don't know. I don't know about the like. Do they say you're bougie? Is that
A
right?
lot of people say I'm bougie, or they look like that. They say I look like I would cater Thanksgiving. Like I just don't look like I
Oh,
cook
that's
anything.
disrespectful.
It is.
I would take that as disrespect. I would not say that. That's.
And
I'm
if you
offended
do
for you.
look,
I'm offended.
I'll punch you in your throat for real though. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But yeah, I cook every year. Yes, I can cook. I can cook my tail off. I cook every year. My husband. So my husband made me a promise that when my sons were older, that I wouldn't have to cook anymore. Well, my sons are older,
Mm.
and guess what? I don't cook, but on holidays, of course, I do. Um, I cook on holidays all the time and just random during the week, whenever I have time and I feel like it, then I'll cook. But yeah, I cook. I guess people, what do you think, Source? What do you think I eat?
I mean, I didn't. I'm not saying I don't think you cook. Period. I mean,
What you
I
say?
was
You
just
don't
thinking.
think
You
I?
said, "Do I look like I cook?
You said no.
Do I see you in the kitchen getting busy?" Like,
Yep.
oh
And
no, I don't
cooking
see it. I don't see
and
that.
doing look and cooking and doing the butt while I'm cooking. I'm just playing. But yes, I
Oh,
cook.
it was two good. It was one good question, and how's her sweet potato pie? I was gonna ask about sweet potato pie, but then I left it alone. I left it alone because
I
that's
don't
fighting words for some people.
I guess, but I'm not a fan of sweet potato pie. Not sweet potato
Oh my
anything.
gosh. Okay,
I
wait a
just
second.
don't.
You so we
Okay,
just had a conversation
okay,
about
let me ask you a
mm-mm,
question then.
mm-mm, mm-mm,
Hold on. Do you
mm-mm.
like chitlins? Do you eat chitlins?
Absolutely not.
There you go.
I was
There you
not
go.
I was that ain't the same. That
Yes,
ain't the
it is.
same.
Yes, it is.
Sweet potato pie and chitlins? Are you
Yeah,
kidding me? Well,
yeah.
that ain't the same. Not
Chitlins,
even close.
not liking chitlins is worse.
Not liking chitlins is being a normal person who
Look,
doesn't want to eat poop shoots. What?
RVA,
What are you talking about?
look, RVA fat boy. She remind me of a Caucasian version of my aunt. Well, I'm not Caucasian though, for real though.
Bam, bam. I was
Boom.
getting to that. I was getting to that, but you got it.
They don't know. It's
I feel a
okay.
battle coming on. I hope it ain't a battle in the kitchen because I can't cook personally. No, not that I can't cook. I don't cook. I'm not a cook. I ain't trying to cook. I
But
should cook because I ain't
you
rich
don't
enough.
like chitlins
Look,
though.
I ain't rich enough to buy. Huh?
You don't like chitlins.
Absolutely not. What? No. Who I look
I'm
like?
not
Who I
comparing
look like?
chitlins.
Listen,
Look, somebody said I'm
we
comparing chitlins to sweet potato. I'm not comparing them. It's just he's looking at me like wondering why I don't like sweet potato pie, and I'm looking at him saying, "Why don't you like chitlins?"
Yeah, you are disrespecting sweet potato pie on a high level right now. On a high level. We ain't gonna have it. We ain't gonna have it.
Yes,
Oh,
there. Look,
before I forget.
Dion said they are
Exactly.
considered a black home state. They're. Read that comment.
No, they not. No, they not. No, they not. Matter of fact,
Okay,
I might put up a poll after this. I might put up a
let
poll
me ask you a
asking,
question. Let me ask you a
"What's up,
question. Does sugar
me
belong? Yes. Does sugar belong in chitlins?
in
Whoop,
chitlins?
whoop.
How would I know?
Not
I'm not eating no
chitlins.
chitlins.
Not chitlins. I'm losing myself. Grits.
Oh,
My
grits.
bad. Does sugar belong in grits?
Here, here's something. I don't eat no grits.
What? See, oh, now we got to
Damn.
go there. We got to go there now. We going, and I'm.
Ah,
Let's go. Okay,
never
let's
in life.
let me ask you one other thing. It does. Yes, it does belong in grits. Yes, it does. Y'all be quiet. Does sugar belong in spaghetti?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. It
Yeah.
belongs in spaghetti. Some
You got
people,
to have
a
it.
lot of people say no. It does. You got to
Right,
have
right.
sugar up in there.
I hear Biden screaming, "You ain't black." You ain't
Lord have mercy.
hilarious. Andre said no sugar in spaghetti. See, Andre? I told you. I
You
told you.
gotta have
I
sugar
don't
and
know. I don't
spaghetti.
know. I need a photo. I need photo
Yeah,
proof.
someone said sugar on I mean spaghetti in a sandwich. Hell yes.
Oh,
Sugar does
it
not
says.
belong on cornbread, syrup does.
See, I was about to say something about syrup, but you got it. You got it. Grits ain't cream of
Sugar is
wheat.
grits and
Y'all
wheat.
reckless. Y'all reckless. Listen, y'all ain't got to worry about me showing up to none of y'all house for any meal. So y'all good. I won't be there. I don't know what y'all doing.
Spaghetti
Oh, before I
sandwich.
forget,
Yes.
spaghetti. Oh,
Hell yeah.
spaghetti. Any bread. If there's bread nearby,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's a
Yes.
beautiful thing. Were you kidding? You said y'all
Bologna.
uninvented in
Look,
1987.
source bologna burger.
Hey, listen. I was a latchkey kid back in the day, rolling dolo. So bologna burgers was always on the menu. And don't let it be a piece of lettuce in that joint. If I had some lettuce, that was a great day. But it's usually bologna, bread, mustard.
And
But if I had
mustard.
lettuce, that was to set it off.
Yeah,
Man,
definitely.
y'all making me hungry. Y'all making me hungry. Last question, T, because I know you look, I know you got somewhere to be. Brent asked if you could DJ for any, he said any MC. I'm gonna say any artist. If you could DJ one time for any artist, who would it be?
Rakim.
Ooh,
Gotta be. Gotta
gotta
be.
be.
Gotta be.
I love that answer. I
Yeah,
love that answer.
definitely.
Did Rakim repost you one time?
Yes, he did. He did.
Me too.
Did he? That's dope.
Yeah, I can tell you.
Look,
Yeah.
speaking of Rakim, and I know me and my husband have this conversation all the time. What in the world is wrong with Eric B? What is wrong with him? Like what's I know
I
it's a
I
long story, I know. I've seen a couple of specials recently, but it's like what's wrong with old boy? I mean,
whatever their beef was, has never subsided. I guess,
no.
and that might even be why Rakim is so comfortable now, possibly saying, "Yeah, I did, a lot of the beats as well. I ain't just rhyme. I did a lot of the beats, which a lot of people did not know until recently. Same
My
with
sister said
EPMD.
he hit on my sister back in the day.
Who, Eric B?
Eric B. I wouldn't be proud of that. I'm just playing.
Hold on, Candy. Hold on. Where were you, Candy? I need to know where you were.
Yeah, where
Where
was
were
she
you when this
at?
happened?
I think he came somewhere
You
to
was
where she wanted she there was a concert she went to, I think. That's
with
funny.
Eric B. Rakim. Okay, hilarious. Well, look, T, I ain't gonna hold you. I know you got you live in a little bit, so I'll let you get set up for that. But I do appreciate you taking the time to chop it up. And I thought you was about to. I haven't forgotten. You got something you wanna run past me?
Yeah, so I don't know how to do it because I already have you on here, but I wanted to battle you. And I don't know
You want to
how.
battle me?
Yes.
Wait, wait.
Wait.
Were you in your own live when you came in?
Yeah. Well, no, I went to
So
your
you
live
you
and
you
requested.
okay. I don't even think we can do that, T. Look, I was gonna oblige, but I don't think we can do it.
We
I
can't
think you
do
would
it
have to
from
be in your live.
Yeah, we can't do it from here. I would have to go into my live and then request you. I would have to, and I don't think I know how to do
Uh,
that.
Andre said maybe a versus. Oh no, he said maybe a versus. You want us to do a bootleg versus, Andre? That's what you're saying? Artists against artists. We can
We
discuss
can.
that actually.
Yeah, we can.
We can discuss that. Okay. Well, I ain't gonna hold you, T. But yeah, you know the battle thing.
So
That's
are
all
you
I got
gonna,
right now. Is
so when I leave here, are you gonna be on for a minute? Because you have
Let
to
me
be
let me
live
check
in
my
order.
palm. Let me check my palm palette. Let me check my palm palette. Somebody was looking for me. Oh, I'm not. I might. I mean, maybe I'll pop back up.
Okay. Okay.
I think
Okay.
my beautiful bride needs me.
Okay.
I'm looking
She
around
comes
because of
first.
the need of me. She
Yeah,
does come first. Absolutely.
and if you see me, then just pop in, or I'll look for you to see if you're out there. If not, then we'll have to do it another time, but we will do it.
All right, all right. You gonna bring me into the battle world? That's
Yeah,
hey. All
I
right,
wanted to be
all
your
right.
first battle. That's the thing. I wanted to be your first battle, and it only takes 5 minutes. That's how long the battle lasts, is 5 minutes. That's it.
Okay. And you're going live at 7:30.
Yeah, I'm going live at 7:30, and I usually stay live for a couple of hours. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Do a versus favorite song, one from each 50 years. Woo, you doing something. You saying something. He said one from each of the 50 years. What was that? Was that old school? Old school
Old
said
school
we doing a
state.
versus battle and we gonna do it all night long. All night long. All right. I'm gonna let you go, T.
All right.
Thanks for taking the time. Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
No doubt, no doubt.